Yes.
Get it going.
If that countdown was 3 seconds faster, you would have seen Vanessa drop her phone.
Yeah, oops.
Do you have a case on that thing?
Yes, of course.
Not an OtterBox, though.
No, but this one works really well.
Is it durable?
Let me knock on wood.
That's probably not real wood.
It's okay. It will do for now because it looks like wood.
Nice shawl, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Sporting it. It's that time of year, orange. I only wear orange 2 months out of the year. It's October and November, and you need it. It's real cold out there today.
Looking good.
Feel it. Sporty.
It is cold out there today. I had to bring out the heavier sweater. I had like a lighter one, like a hoodie one, but this one I had to get the heavy one because it is cold when I'm leaving.
It really is cold. It really is. I know you're from Detroit and you're laughing, but you live here a couple more years. You're going to freeze your tail off.
I have an extensive winter wardrobe for somebody who lives in Phoenix, Arizona, just by nature of where I've grown up and lived.
You brought it with you.
Yeah. I wore a hoodie all day yesterday, and it was fantastic.
Okay, yeah, it is. That's amazing.
But
you had to wear a hoodie. If you didn't, you'd be cold.
Yeah, you'd just be walking around.
Yeah, you would.
In your
it wouldn't have been miserable.
T-shirt and cargo shorts.
It's that time of year, too, where, like, everyone's got food that they want you to eat, and you're feeling bad about yourself.
Yeah.
And so having that hoodie to, like, kind of hide the extra LBs is nice.
That's the way they do it in the north.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You gained 15 pounds from October to New Year's, and that's...
Providence the same way.
That's why you're wearing
head on
hoodies.
over there.
Well, you guys are lucky too because you get to wear jackets to hide any weight gain, like us ladies.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, but you do the same thing. You do the same thing up in the north, though, because the ladies have to wear the big, thick jackets.
Well, we have to wear our dresses for work. And
well,
so we
but you
can't
guys
really
have
hide
Spanx, so just saying.
It doesn't hold that much, trust me.
I don't know. I'm glad that there is a male Spanx. We determined that, right? I think it exists.
I'm going to save my job and just listen.
Yeah, there you go, right? All right, guys, to the topic that we intended to talk about and then kind of got sidetracked by Jimmy's shawl in the cold. Are you really that cold right now?
I am cold.
Try, here, I brought another shawl for you.
It's okay.
You guys are too much.
It's covering my Maryville Panther colors.
All right, guys, we want to know what you think about the like your favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Oh,
so we did the story in the show.
I didn't even know what we were talking about.
You're excited now.
Yeah.
So earlier on today in AZ, we revealed a list. The millennials have weighed in on their top Christmas movies. Fandango, the movie company, put this list together. Here's a look at our ICYMI, in case you missed it, revealing the top 3.
40 days until Christmas.
That's not much time at all.
I've had my lights up for 40 days.
Because you got the discount.
Got the discount.
This morning, Fandango has released the top 15 holiday movies that millennials will be streaming nonstop this season.
Oh, millennials.
Here's the top 3. Coming in 3rd place, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. Emma, pen for your thoughts.
I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it at all.
I like the animated version a lot better.
I do, too. I like an old classic. I thought this one... I don't know. I can hardly watch it.
You know, they said that he really struggled with this role because the makeup was so cumbersome. Like, it was rough.
I can imagine. Well, I can't imagine. I do it every single day. Hey, coming in second place. Elf! I mean, come on.
I mean, like, I feel like it should be number 1, but I'm going to withhold judgment for now. Elf is a classic.
Elf is an absolute classic.
How many times do you quote Elf during the holiday season?
Not even during the holiday season, just during the year.
Year round.
I think it's up there with Anchorman as like the most quotable.
Will Ferrell did a great job, and I love blonde Zooey Deschanel. Just throwing that out there, too. And the number 1 most beloved holiday movie by millennials is...
No surprise.
Give up? Oh, yeah, thirsty for more.
Oh, I'm thirsty for more, Kevin.
Home Alone is right, and I would 100% support that choice as number 1.
I mean, Home Alone 2 is not bad either, but the original is just a classic.
I mean, this kid, Kevin McAllister, the sass on that boy. Fabulous.
You can watch Home Alone year-round, too.
And the delivery of every single line. This is for millennials, Vanessa, so Christmas Story, it's too old for us.
Oh. Although I will argue that us millennials do watch Christmas Story 1,000 times because it runs for, what, 24-some-odd hours on CBS, right?
That's true.
It actually came in number 7 on that list.
Oh.
So it did crack the top 10, if not the top 3. Okay, so I'm a Christmas Story fiend.
Yes.
Like, I crave that movie come holiday season. I will watch it multiple times. I will say this, Home Alone is just, to me, I use the word unimpeachable on the air. That movie, you're just never going to knock it off a pedestal for me. It's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, no, love it. The remakes scare me.
I was going to say,
3 and 4, they did a few extra ones without Kevin McAllister.
Now, that would be, yeah, that would be
But if they redo it now...
You know he's an adult now, right?
Yeah, it was okay. He can redo it all.
I think he turns 56 this year.
Want to feel old? Kevin McAllister is now an adult.
And the star of... what movie? Of A Christmas Carol, the little kid. He was really good friends with Vince Vaughn.
No kidding.
And he's been in a lot of Vince Vaughn movies. He's in there always.
Huh.
He's a little cameo and stuff like that. Yeah, the 3 Christmases or the 4 Christmases? They did 4 Christmases. He was like a ticket agent at the airport. He's there. Yeah.
That's crazy. We want to know what you guys think. What is your
There's
favorite
lots of
holiday
people.
movie? Everyone weighing in. Lisa's a big fan of Elf. Marcy's Team Christmas Story. Brandy brings up Christmas Vacation. We had a couple people text in this morning that say if you're not watching Christmas Vacation this time of year, you're doing it wrong.
It's good.
Anthony said Die Hard. Die Hard, the movie.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Die Hard is
Yes,
technically a
we've
Christmas
argued that.
movie. There have been copious debates about this. We have file video of Die Hard ready to rock because producer Jeff is a big fan, and he was upset that it didn't crack the top 10 on this list.
Perfect.
It takes place during the holiday season.
Right?
He does say Christmas in this movie.
Well, I mean,
Social guy Gabe, social guru Gabe, also a big Die Hard fan we're hearing.
I don't know if that says Merry Christmas, you know.
We have this discussion tomorrow. I'm doing a cooking thing. I'm cooking some stew, and me and my cousin
for
had
your-
that
your
debate. We
recipe.
talked about it, and we're like, yeah, it is. It's a Christmas movie. It's
Really?
Yeah, it really is. We go with that. It's like, is a hot dog a sandwich? Another
Yes, it is.
argument.
Oh, gosh.
It's the same thing with this. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Hot dog is the same.
I like this one. Nancy said Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's
a
another
good
classic. I remember
one.
watching that as a
Yes.
kid. You know what I really like too is the animated Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's my era.
The claymation one. Yeah.
Little
Yes,
kid.
that was
I remember
cute.
going to
Red nose.
visit relatives, and you back for whatever reason the 70s just seemed a lot darker. And you go into somebody's house and it was always dark and dim, and there's the TV, and you'd see Rudolph the Red-Nosed, and you'd be sitting there, and maybe you'd talk to your cousin who you haven't talked to, or a friend in like 5 years, which seemed like 50 years, and you'd just sit there and watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Now I got a question for you, JQ,
Yeah.
because I think you've probably seen this a few more times than I have. Is this just me confusing two different movies, or is that the one with the abominable snowman and Yukon Cornelius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is it also the one with the heat miser and the snow miser? Or is that a different one? That might have been the same
Yep,
people.
there's two different ones. Yeah,
Okay, so the
exactly.
heat miser. Okay, dude, so I love and loved. It's like the Mitch Hedberg line. I used to do drugs. I still do drugs, but I used to too. I loved these movies. I still
Mitch.
love them.
Mitch.
Yes, rest in peace, Mitch Hedberg. I used to love anything that had singing parts.
Yep.
I was in love with Nightmare Before Christmas as a kid. I would know the words to all the songs and sing along. The same with the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. I drove my mother up the wall as a kid singing the Heat Miser and Snow Miser songs.
That's great.
Classic.
You know, the other day I was told I look like my doppelganger. They used to say I look like the dentist in that little.
Yes!
I look like the dentist, the guy that wanted to be the dentist.
You do look like the dentist.
Yeah.
Can we pull that up?
What is it?
Please.
Oh my gosh.
Look
hold
it
on.
up.
I'm going to find it on my phone and
Please.
I'm going to have Steadicam Michael come
Look
in.
it
What
up
else are the
back
people
there.
saying right now? Oh, the dentist.
Yeah.
A
They
lot
said I
of
look
people
like
are
the
saying
dentist.
Die Hard 2, which is crazy to me. A Christmas Carol, A Wonderful Life, It's a Wonderful Life, Grinch with Jim Carrey.
See, no, that's not the better Grinch. The animated Grinch is better. Do you people agree with me? Because I feel like the Jim Carrey Grinch is fine, but it's just not the same as the animated version. There's just, I don't know.
Kim Marie Torres
Hermes
says
is the name of the
Scrooged.
dentist.
Oh.
Scrooged?
Scrooged is a movie, yeah.
Okay.
They look him up.
Sender said, I'm a 60-year-old veteran, by far, Charlie Brown Christmas Tree.
Hey, Steadicam Michael, come over here for a second.
Yeah.
We're going to show the people how much Jimmy looks like Hermes.
You know, let me see. Oh,
That's it.
oh
What do
my
you
God.
think? Hermes and JQ?
Kinda.
They're one and the same. It's the same
it.
guy.
I'm telling you.
Jimmy used to have frosted tips, so his
You
hair
have more
looked
of
a lot
that
more like
hairstyle
that.
going on now, though.
I got
Paul.
the swoop.
You got the swoop thing.
I have no.
That is hilarious.
I have no desire to be a dentist.
And when I played football, it took me all the way into football when I'd get popped by some guy. It'd be, let's go, dentist, you know. They were friends, but they'd still pop you.
Oh my gosh, that's
When
too
you
good.
were watching like some of these movies, did you ever try to reenact some of the scenes at home? You know, like Christmas.
Christmas Story especially.
Where you put your tongue on the pole.
Well, I didn't do that because I'm smart.
Well, some people did though.
I did.
Every time
Did
it
you
comes
really?
out, yeah,
In New
to see if
Mexico.
it works.
It worked.
And
Yeah.
Your tongue will stick to a very, very
Yeah.
cold piece of metal, a pipe. It will. And mine stuck. And quickly, instantly, and I panicked instantly and just ripped it right off. I was bleeding
Oh,
and stuff.
my God.
This was Albuquerque, New Mexico, where you can get into the teens and the single digits pretty easy below the Sandia Mountains.
Oh, please, tons of kids try this after
it
watching
works.
this movie.
It
Terrible
actually
idea.
works.
After seeing that this is what happens, kids would try this. That just
Yeah.
says everything about
All you need
our
is a little
generation.
glass of water. If you do it,
A warm
and
glass.
you can-
Okay, and pour it on it.
And then you pour it, and it'll release it quickly. But yeah, you gotta.
They leave them there.
So
look.
you know how they shot this scene? Little behind the scenes action here. So, speaking of dentists, you know the suction tube they use to rinse out your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ran one of those suckers up the pole through a hole they drilled in the side and had it pulling on that kid's tongue during that scene. That's how they made it look realistic.
Okay.
Fun fact.
They're amazing. That's a really cool fact in there. Yeah. Ralphie.
I've only seen A Christmas Story a million times.
I met the redheaded kid, the bully kid.
Yeah.
He runs around. He's like a big Christian now.
Yellow
He
eyes.
does all kinds of, yellow teeth, yellow eyes. Yeah.
I used to crack up when
Farkas?
they put
Farkas?
him in the soup.
Scott Farkas.
The Scott Farkas affair.
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh. That was great, man. I
It
mean,
was Thurday.
yeah, and I was telling him this morning how I saw that movie.
Scott Farkas.
I saw it when it first came out. When it
Oh,
first
yes,
went
tell
in the
them this
movies.
story. This is so good.
So my brother, I said, hey, let's go see Conan the Barbarian. It's like you got a little brother, so I'm always trying to like do good by my big brother. I want to make.
Sure.
I got the movie. Let's pick this out. I'll pick it out, and I get everything set. He
Going to see
drove.
Conan.
We go to see Conan the Barbarian, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and we sit in the seats. And all of a sudden, the curtain goes off, and you hear the dun 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 dun, and it's a Christmas Story. And he looks at me, he's like, "You idiot!" The movie was over, and they'd gone to the new one, and maybe they didn't even take the Conan the Barbarian posters off, but it was showing there for 3 weeks, Conan the Barbarian, but they replaced it with this movie. And we look around, there's little kids all over the theater.
Yeah.
So we decided, let's just wait till we finish our popcorn, and we'll get out of there. We finished the whole thing, and we were rolling.
Because it was a good movie.
It was a great
Yes,
movie,
it's a
and
great movie.
talk about a sucker punch. Same thing happened with Old School. I went to go see it. I had no idea what it was about, and it was after a big night after a party. I was with a friend. I said, well, how about that one, whatever it is? And it just to see a movie that epic that you have no idea
Sure.
is going to be that great. And I saw it when it first came in the movie. It was awesome. Had no clue.
Wendy says she likes this morning show. Hey, Wendy, we like you. Thanks for watching this morning. Anna, All I Want for Christmas is a Hippopotamus. Was that a movie or is that just the song?
I don't know.
They may have had like an animated
What I
short.
wanted, I think, doesn't Emma sing that all the time?
Yeah, Sharon is huge on Jim Carrey's The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. She says he's a brilliant actor and comic and nobody can top him. So I'm not going to convince her that the animated version is better.
Yeah, he is. He's walking that fine line. He's genius, kind of, yes.
I'm going to say something controversial. You ready for this?
What?
Let's hear it.
It's a Wonderful Life. Just never really did it for me.
Oh, you know what?
it's
No,
older.
it's old.
It's
It's
an old
different.
Okay, but
It's
I
a great-
appreciate
yeah.
that. I appreciate
I
that.
think that I would like to see a remake.
Yeah.
And you
I
could
would like to see
redo
a
it
remake.
and put it in more of a context that we can understand in this day and age.
Have
Yeah.
you watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I've seen it a few times
Like
because it's on, over
TV,
the holidays
yeah.
and stuff. It's just, for some reason, I've never been able to really invest myself in it. I know it's got a great message, and I appreciate the old black and white and the fact that the movie is definitely different than the movies we make today. But for some reason, I couldn't really get into it.
I would love to see a remake. But even though they spoke different back then, even Jimmy Stewart, it's a new life.
I like Yolanda. She says the Nutcracker with Frankie and Annette.
Oh, no, I'm a big fan of Matthew here. Santa Claus with Tim Allen. That's another
Oh,
classic
yes.
one. That is really
Never
good.
saw
and they
it.
made like 4 of those things,
Never
right,
saw-
Mike?
I was at
Michelle
frat
brought that up,
parties when
too.
that came out.
Yeah.
Missed it.
Oh, Tim Allen and A Christmas Story, or Santa Claus. That is so good.
And it was a little harder to see movies in that day.
Elizabeth says, relax, they're just movies. Well, she's not wrong. We're just having a friendly discussion, Elizabeth.
Wait, is she referring to me because you guys are just talking and I'm chiming in for like 2 seconds?
What'd you say?
She's like 2-person conversation.
Oh. Well, it depends on who's staring at their phone at any given
Hey,
moment.
I got an idea. What would you guys think if we did this show like at about 7 o'clock at night or 5, like a happy hour?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That would be
come back
really
in the
cool.
studio and
Yeah,
do
you
got
invite
in that
everyone,
coffee?
get a well, this ain't sports coffee yet, but
Sports coffee.
it is 9 o'clock in the morning somewhere, I always say. It's
true.
I was wondering, this would be kind of cool. You get our viewers, everyone sits back, has a beer or a non-alcoholic, whatever's good for you. And
Christina says she hates the Christmas Story.
really, why? Why, Christina? You have to have a reason. I think it's just a great, fun movie,
So one thing you can do if you hate The Christmas Story is there's like an X in the upper right corner of your screen. Click that, and then you won't. I'm just teasing.
You're mean.
I like when he drops the lug nuts. And he says, I said the
I can
word.
quote that whole scene.
The queen mother of all words.
Only I didn't say fudge. I said the word.
The queen mother word.
The F word. What did you just say? That's what I thought you said. Get in the car.
Did you hear what he said? And everyone's like, he said this. Ah!
And then he says,
he blames that poor kid down the street. He got beat. He lied.
they call him up on the phone. Do you have any idea where he heard that word? Probably his father.
Yeah, now I remember it's all coming
That's
back.
where I learned all those words. Oh my gosh. It's
And I
so
love
good.
it
My
that they
father
have
could-
ornaments now with the leg.
Oh, the leg lamp.
Yes,
You can actually
you
buy
can
the leg lamps.
yes.
They got the full-size
Yeah.
ones.
So that's neat.
I want that.
It's a major
I
reward.
Oh, you can actually tour that house. I had a friend that went up there. It was like in Ohio recently, and there's the actual house. You can go tour it where they shot it.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Is that a Christmas movie?
We've talked about this before.
I would
Or is
think
that a
so.
Halloween movie?
Kind of both. Kind of both.
You
It
can
was
run
on
that thing from
TV
October till January.
During Halloween, I watched it during Halloween.
Yeah.
I watched it while I was getting ready for bed.
This conversation is too good right now. Like, I feel like we could do all sorts of stuff. You want to do some fresh squeezed juice? We'll come back to some
Yeah.
more of your comments.
Bill
in a
Murray
second here.
Scrooged. Amy Kirkwood.
That's another good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fresh
never
squeezed
mind.
juice.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vanessa.
Okay, guys, get ready for this one. You could call this a different type of Christmas gift, and you would be right. A build-the-wall knockoff Lego set has popped up on the conservative shopping site Keep and Bear. My goodness, it resembles a regular Lego set, but it's all about President Trump's proposed border wall between the U.S. and Mexico. Keep and Bear advertises it as a great Christmas gift for kids and grandkids, but an exec for the company's website tells USA Today that it is intended as a novelty item for adults.
It's a joke, supposedly.
Yes,
It's not a real toy.
When asked for their thoughts on the toy, Lego did not respond.
Lego really did this?
No,
Wow.
Lego did not do this. You see in the upper
So,
left, it
yeah,
says
it's a
MAGA,
different-
not
it's a different-
Lego.
I think Lego should be suing them.
That was my first thought when I saw this too, is that I wonder, there has to be some sort of proprietary thing that Lego has over those bricks, right? The way they fit together, or
Yeah.
the model of that guy there or whatever. Like, I feel like Lego probably owns a copyright that's being
Yeah.
infringed there, right?
Yeah, no, there's like a dangerous message and a dangerous tool that maybe it's something for adults to debate for or against, but not for little kids to get that, because that can be construed as a hate toy or so. I would not.
See, I could see an adult buying that for another adult who would get a laugh out of it. But
Yes.
it's a
Yes.
children's toy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's the confusion there.
That's a weird thing. I don't like that at all. I really don't.
What if somebody brought
And I'm
it
not
as a
conservative
white
or
elephant
liberal,
gift,
folks. I'm
and
not
you're at
either.
a
I
party
just-
and maybe somebody doesn't think that's funny, or that would start a lot of.
Yeah, that too. But at least
Cool.
adults
It's a
can be
great
like, "Oh,
Christmas
that's
party."
stupid," or "That's this."
Right.
But what are little kids like? "Hey, check this out. Well, Dad, we're going to build a wall. We're going to have fun. We're going to keep people out, or we're going to keep people out."
I wonder if that was. I wonder if the
really
idea
slippery
behind that was
slope.
to get people like us sitting on a couch talking about how offensive it is.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Are we the butt of the joke here?
Maybe.
Right, to bring it up?
I always say that about these celebrities. That's why I don't like to mention a lot of their names when they do stupid things, or they do. I don't want.
Kanye!
I don't want to report it. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I had a cough.
Every time I see him and doing what he's doing now, it's the craziest thing, because I watched one of his first concerts here at the Marquee Theater
He played the marquee.
before he was even huge.
Jeez.
So obviously this was years ago. My cousin was a huge fan of him. We wanted to go see it, so I went, and now he's such a big deal. It's crazy to see.
You know,
how
he
much
and
he's blown up.
Kim hired their own private firefighters to protect their home in California.
Really?
A lot of people do that.
We were talking
You
about
got
that
kind of
yesterday.
money.
We were
Yeah.
debating whether, like, the ethics behind that, and I think the conclusion is it's his money. If he
It's a
wants
free
to spend it
country. No,
protecting his
absolutely.
property,
Yeah.
Godspeed.
If I want to hire 10 security guards or
Yeah.
5 firemen, or get 20 alarm systems, good for them if they can afford it. And no, I don't mind what
So
rich people
has
do with
it
their
helped
money.
them? Is their house okay?
I haven't checked.
We would have heard if it burned down.
Yeah, that's true.
without a
That
doubt.
probably would have
So
been the news this morning.
their house is fine. No, that's a big thing. A lot of people will actually do that. You can make a lot of money if you want to put your life out there and protect people's homes. They're taking off and evacuating, and you sit there with shovels and hoses and stuff.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
That's
so
terrifying
sad.
for those people out there. Hopefully, maybe some humidity blowing in tomorrow.
Oh, it's changing. It's
Okay.
changing. Yeah, even today, right now. There's not one fire that I can recall that I've seen that when the winds die down, they can't knock it down.
Okay.
It's all wind generated. Once those Santa Anas kick in, and that wind, it's a wind that just comes pushing towards the coast. But now it's going to shift, and it's going to go an onshore flow. So you get that moisture from the ocean. It's wet. The humidity goes up. The temperatures come right back down. They have the craziest weather out in Southern California.
It's just
right
so sad though, because all those people already lost so much. That's things you can't get back, for a
The
reason.
death toll is so
And
high.
that-
right now.
yes.
Forget about the stuff.
I've been through
Human
2 of them
lives.
too when I was over there. I remember my son, I had brought him back to the station. It was safe at the station, and I just said, "Hey, get ready, son." I guess he'd been watching TV too. He must have been about 9 or 10. And I get there, and he's got his pictures of his mom, pictures of his dad. I mean, I didn't tell him to do this. He's like, "All right, I'm ready to go, Dad." It's his baseball that he hit a home run. It was crazy, and the sky's black. I mean, it blacks out the sky for days. It was the craziest thing I ever saw. I woke up one morning, and literally I have a view, and I was looking over this canyon. and I could see just sun over there, the weirdest golden sunshine you've ever seen hitting my house. It was a Sunday morning, and just black. And I look into the black, and I start to see these little like embers coming down in front of my face.
Jeez, that's terrifying.
It's nuts. There's too many people living there. It's the people that are stopping the fires. Fire is a natural process there. You know, the fires that burn from one end to the next and keep the shrubs small. But now that people have moved here in the past 100 years, the shrubs are gigantic. They've stopped the fires. So the fires are going to be bigger and stronger. It's a fact.
Fingers crossed we got some good news coming from California tomorrow. We got to wrap up the show here, guys. Make sure to tune in to Today in AZ tomorrow morning. It's your last chance to win Justin Timberlake tickets. Hopefully we'll also have a name of whoever won our Cardinals tickets to go see the Redbirds host the Raiders.
They could win that
Sunday.
game.
They are going to win that game. They're 4-point favorites
game.
at last check. Just letting you know.
Is there wood?
Knock on it. Vanessa tried that earlier.
Knock on
It
wood.
looks like wood. I'll just say it's wood.
We'll do this show one more time tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. on the Facebook page. Love you, people. Be good.